Hello, good morning, afternoon, everyone. Welcome to my channel. If you want to achieve something no one expects, you must do something no one understands. The journey to becoming unrecognizable doesn't start with noise, it begins in silence. In a world that glorifies visibility, your first power move is to vanish. But disappearing is not about hiding, it's about restructuring your life with discipline as your foundation. Every morning you rise before the world, you gain an edge. Each day you isolate yourself from the chaos, you build a stronger version of you. It's in the silence that your identity shifts. You begin to eliminate distractions with ruthless precision, replacing them with focus so intense it turns into obsession. Your goals become non-negotiable, and through it all you level up without applause or validation. No announcements, no performances, just silent growth. Because when the time is right, you won't just return, you'll explode into the world with results that speak louder than words. This is the era where you disappear to build and reappear to dominate. The power of isolation, step away, to step up in a world obsessed with being seen, heard, and validated. The most powerful move you can make is to disappear not from life, but from distraction. Isolation isn't loneliness, it's leverage. It's the decision to remove yourself from noise, comparison, and comfort so you can rebuild in silence. When you isolate with intention, you're not escaping the world, you're rewiring yourself. You're stepping away from mindless scrolling, pointless opinions, and unproductive cycles. You begin replacing external validation with internal direction. You trade superficial connections for deep self-awareness. In 2025, going invisible means pulling back from what weakens you. It's cutting ties with toxic people, shedding environments that stunt your growth, and eliminating habits that dull your potential. You'll learn that real progress often looks boring: daily discipline, hidden wins, and quiet grind. Isolation gives birth to reinvention. It's where you study, reflect, and execute without needing applause. It's where your mindset sharpens, your skills mature, and your character evolves. Most people never reinvent because they fear being unseen. But greatness isn't built in the spotlight, it's forged in solitude. So, choose intentional disappearance. Turn down the volume of the world so you can turn up the strength inside you. In a society that rewards visibility, your power will come from being untraceable until your results speak louder than your presence ever could. Reinvent your identity, become who you've never been. Who you were doesn't have to limit who you become. Reinvention isn't about faking a new life, it's about releasing the outdated version of yourself that no longer fits your vision. Becoming unrecognizable means shedding the labels others gave you and writing your own. In 2025, you must let go of the stories you've been telling yourself. I'm not confident, I'm bad with money, I'm not meant for leadership. These are mental prisons. Reinvention starts with declaring a new identity, one based not on your past but on your potential. This chapter is your permission slip to evolve. If you want to be respected, start by respecting yourself enough to demand change. Dress different, speak different, walk with intention. Work like someone who knows where they're going. Build new skills, change your routines, shift your environment. Let people be confused. You're not living for their understanding, you're living for your growth. Reinvention doesn't require validation. It requires boldness. Transformation hurts because it forces you to break the mold others are comfortable keeping you in, but discomfort is the price of power. You can either remain familiar or become legendary, but you can't be both. Execute in silence. Let results announce you. Talking about your goals feels good, but execution in silence, that changes everything. If you want to become unrecognizable in 2025, start moving in silence. Let your actions do the talking, your consistency do the impressing, and your results do the explaining. This chapter challenges the need for constant updates and approval. When you stop announcing every move, you eliminate distractions. You avoid energy leaks from doubters, critics, and even fake supporters who quietly hope you fail. Working in silence protects your vision. It gives you room to fail privately, iterate without judgment, and build without interference. You don't owe anyone a status update. What you owe yourself is discipline. When no one's watching, will you still wake up early, eat clean, study hard, or train like a warrior? If the answer is yes, you're building something real. That kind of private discipline turns into public power. And when your time finally comes, when the results are undeniable, that's when people will wonder where you've been, what you've done, and how you changed. And you'll smile because you didn't disappear. You evolved, are trained like a ghost. Build strength in the shadows. Every future breakthrough begins in the dark. In this chapter, we go deeper into the grind, with physical, mental, emotional conditioning that makes you a weapon, while others party, complain, or wait for luck. You'll be training like a ghost, silently, ruthlessly, relentlessly. Becoming unrecognizable in 2025 requires a new standard of personal excellence. Your mornings must be sacred. Your workouts must be sacred. Your habits non-negotiable. No shortcuts, no excuses. This is war, and you're both the general and the soldier. Training like a ghost means showing up every day, even when motivation is gone. It means eating the food your future needs, not your cravings. It means mastering your calendar, your impulses, your thoughts. This is more than self-improvement. future. By the time they notice you, it'll be too late to catch up. You won't just be ahead, you'll be in a whole new league. That's what training like a ghost creates, an unstoppable, focused, purpose-driven version of you that no one saw coming. Cut the noise. Ruthless elimination of distractions. Becoming unrecognizable in 2025 isn't just about adding better habits, it's about eliminating everything that dulls your drive. This chapter is about radical clarity, identifying what's wasting your time, draining your energy and keeping it mediocre, and cutting it without apology. Distractions don't always look like vices. Sometimes they look like comfort, convenience, or even people you love. But if something isn't aligned with who you want to become, it must go. Ruthless clarity demands sacrifice. Look at your digital life. Endless scrolling, binge, arguing online, none of it makes you stronger. Now look at your daily circle. Do they challenge you or comfort your excuses? Then look at your habits. Does your routine reflect your future or your fears? This isn't about perfection. It's about alignment. If your actions don't reflect the person you say you want to be, then the truth is you're still lying to yourself. Start cutting noise like a sculptor carves marble. Every distraction removed reveals more of your potential. Protect your time like it's your legacy. Treat your energy like gold. Create an environment so focused that growth becomes your only option. Your attention is your superpower. Reclaim it. Use it wisely. You can't become legendary if you're constantly entertained, interrupted, or influenced. Silence the noise, and you'll hear your purpose loud and clear. Develop an obsessive focus. Build tunnel vision for your goals. You don't just need focus in 2025. You need obsession. The kind of tunnel vision that makes people question if you've gone too far. The kind that turns goals into non-negotiable missions. This chapter is about building a mindset where distractions don't stand a chance, and your goal is the only thing in your crosshairs. While others balance, you build while they juggle. You laser aim. Focus isn't just saying yes to the goal, it's saying no to everything else. Obsession is often misunderstood. People think it's unhealthy until they see the results. Then they call it genius. But make no mistake, obsession is the birthplace of greatness. No one ever became elite by being casual. So set clear goals, burn them into your brain, visualize them every morning. Write them on your walls. Track your progress like it's a mission report. And if it doesn't move you toward your goal, it doesn't deserve your time. Obsessive focus rewires your brain. You start seeing opportunity in struggle. You begin to crave effort. Your energy becomes automatic, not emotional. You stop looking for motivation because discipline becomes your fuel. By the time others realize what you're doing, you'll already be operating at a level they didn't know existed. You didn't just set a goal, you became it. Level up in silence, upgrade your life. Without announcing it too, don't need to tell the world you're leveling up, just do it. This chapter is about upgrading your life so quietly, so consistently, that one day they won't recognize you, and you won't recognize your own self either. In 2025, let your transformation be subtle but savage. Start dressing like someone who commands respect. Upgrade your communication, your finances, your discipline. Clean your space. Learn new skills. Manage your emotions. Keep your circle tight. Make your moves sacred. Stop posting your progress. Let people assume you're inactive while you're actually building momentum so powerful it can't be stopped. Work on your body, not for likes, but for legacy. Study hard, not for degrees, but for dominance. Heal your mind, not to impress, but to lead. Your transformation doesn't need an audience, it needs consistency. Silence is your shield. Effort is your weapon. Every quiet upgrade makes you unbelievable, and one day they'll see you dressed different, speaking different, thinking different, and they'll ask where you've been. You'll smile and say, I was becoming the version of me you never believed I could be. Reappear with power, let your results shock the world. This is the final chapter, and the moment everything changes. After months of disappearing, isolating, and evolving, you step back into the light, not to prove anyone wrong, but to prove yourself right. You reappear with power, not permission. You move with purpose, not pride. You're no longer the same version of yourself who disappeared. You've upgraded your body, your mind, your discipline, and your vision. This moment isn't about revenge, it's about revelation. You let your work speak your results, shake rooms. Your energy commands attention. The very people who once doubted you now ask for advice. But you're not looking back. You're looking forward because this is just the beginning. This is what it means to be unrecognizable. You didn't just glow up, you grew up. You didn't just disappear, you developed. And now, your presence is undeniable. 2025 won't remember who you used to be. They'll remember the legend you became. You didn't make noise, you made moves. And when you returned, the world realized the quiet ones aren't weak, they're dangerous. So reappear, not for applause, for impact. This is your year, your rise, your revenge against mediocrity, distraction, and everything that ever tried to hold you back. Disappearing isn't about quitting, it's about coming back stronger, faster, sharper. Through silence and discipline, you restructure your very identity. Morning by morning, habit by habit, you sharpen your focus and strip away distractions that dilute your power. You stop being available to everything and start being loyal to your purpose. And as you obsession with growth deepens, your progress no longer needs permission or applause, it becomes inevitable. You rise in silence, you upgrade without noise, and when you finally re-emerge, the world will recognize you because you've become someone completely new. Not a version of who you were, but a weapon forged in solitude. This is your time, not to be seen, but to be